What's up? What's up? Let's go, guys. What's up, guys? कैसे हो भाइयों बहनों जो भी ज्वाइन कर रहा है मतलब देखिए ऑब्वियसली बाद में दोस्तों आज कुछ अलग मैंने कहा था पहले करने का तो 26 जनवरी की दोस्तों आज पावन अवसर पे दोस्तों आज होगा एक बुक रिव्यू वी गोना रिव्यू ऑफ फ्रिकिंग बुक दोस्तों एंड दिस इज not going to be very like everyday thing, it's going to be an occasional thing, but yeah, like we have to start somewhere. So yeah, so this is my first book review, and yeah, a different little bit setup, and yeah, hope that you like it. uh, like I'm going to change the lighting as well, like I've gotten review of my streams. So yeah, so the stream is not going to be like very different. But I'm not going to react to stuff, and it's just going to be a full cam book review of this book. It's called Toto-chan, and it's the first book that I've read. It's the first book of my life that I've read it like full and with heart. And this is the start from where my book journey started. And yeah, man. So I'm going to talk about this. Let me just check stream. How it's working. Just a second. Usually just take it. Yeah. Let me check the stream, guys. Stream, stream, stream. Yeah, man. Stream is going fine. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is the first book review that I'm putting out here on the channel. So yeah, man. Also, like there would be more book reviews coming up going further, and yeah. So I thought, like instead of reacting, I should show more of my personality, and now you will get to know me more. And like books are really good medium to transfer and share ideas with each other. If it looks like it, yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, let's start the book review. So yeah, so the name of the book is Toto-chan, and it's for just Hindi version that it is named Toto-chan. And for the English version, let me show you what is the name of the book. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm here, and this is the author of the book, and her name is Tetsuko Kuryonagi, and she's also a UNICEF worker and a really like known personality in Japan. She's a very famous author over there. And yeah, so she's an act like really motivated me. And yeah, props to her, man, for writing this amazing book, Tetsuko Kuryonagi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong or right, but yeah, that's her name and that's the author. And it was originally released in Japanese version and then adapted in different parts of the world in their native languages. Toto-chan, yeah, the girl on the no, so Toto-chan is named Toto-chan in English. Sorry for that. Uh, I think I told wrong information. It is named Toto-chan in every language, but the girl at the window, the little girl at the window, uh, is like I've read it. The name is that. Yeah. So guys, let's get into the review. Let's get into the review. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, let's get into review. So first, starting off with where did I get this book from? So I got this book from, where, so I got it actually on 26th January as well. So that's why I'm doing this stream, to start it all off. So it was 26th January, something around 2010 or 12. Yeah, it might have been something like that. And my mom just shifted to the new school. She's a teacher, and she just brought me to the new school, like just see around, like have a look. And the the new place had a new library, right? And I was not a book geek earlier, I was very interested in Pogo and all that, looking at cartoons and all that stuff. So I was just growing up, and I had books, but I was not interested in reading books. This was the first book that made me to read, like get into books, right? So yeah, so I just went in the newly made library, and there were lots and lots of books. But what caught my attention was the fact that this book was a children's book, and it was a Japanese book that got my attention. So I was like, yeah, what is a Japanese book doing over here? You know, all the other books were like playbooks, right? Drawing and all that, and this book was there. I don't know how it came there. Probably the government. Also, this book is a government book. It's a government property book, but yeah, I just got it, man. Like fuck it, and just take it out with me. Yeah, and I got it at my home, and then started reading off. And this is the Hindi version. Uh, so every version that this book is printed in has its own poems in their language, right? So the people who make it in their version, like the English version has the English poems and lullabies, and the Hindi version is the Hindi version, and obviously the Japanese version has its own, thing. So the Hindi version has amazing poems. I think the translation was mostly like accurate, I would say, and so basically, half of the book is the experiences that she's telling, and it has around. Let me look at. It has been very long since I've read this book. Very long. I don't. I like. I've gotten into deeper literature, but yeah, it has got like, oh my God, 135 excerpts. 135. My God, yeah, 135 pages. I guess, yeah, 135 pages. Sorry, sorry. And every day something new. Yeah, every day is something new in the book. Oh my God, I have no words, man. I cannot describe how good this book is for someone that is just starting out reading, for a child, that's just growing up and has no idea about like books. I could have gone anyway, man, if I have not gotten this book. I could have gotten into sports. I could have been, into different things, man. I could have been less confident, which I am right now, if I didn't have this book. I would have been less creative what I am right now if I hadn't this book. So yeah, it has changed me totally. And till this day, man, I have got covers. So this book does not bites, dust and all that. I really do take care of this book a lot. And yeah, I just love this book. I'll never give it away, man. I just gave it away like to my sister just for reading and stuff, but I'd never give my book away. I'll never give this away ever. This is my first book, and I'm never giving it away. I have so many memories down the lane. So let's start. Okay, I've just I've talked about everything, but not the book itself. Okay, so the book, the author. Let me tell you about the author. Like Tetsuo Korinagi. So this book has a lot of stuff that you might think are not possible, or like it looks like it's done for a little bit more of gaining viewers' interest. But if you read in the about section, it clearly tells that the most of the part that she wrote are exactly what happened when she was a little girl, right? So like yeah, starting man, starting. This is my first view, so I'm just getting a little bit nervous, right? It's my first view, man. Just you cut me some slack. So yeah, so Tetsuo Koranagi, her when she was little, she was so this is if you want to read this, this is I'm going to give you spoilers now, right? I'm going to give you spoilers, then I'm going to give you review. Something I didn't like or I didn't like about this book. I don't I like I love this book, so I have very few points to hate about it, or like not liking it. Hate is a very big word, but few points that like I don't like about this. But yeah, uh, I'll tell you everything. So if you want to read this book and don't want the spoilers and all that, so you better step away from this live right now or this video. And yeah, but if you want to stay with me and know the story, because I can tell the story very like with very deeply, I can tell what's the story about. So yeah, and I don't know. I don't think you should go, man. It's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. I mean, like you will get the book and you'll love it more. So let's start. So the story starts like when the girl at the train. So it starts with like Toto-chan. The name of the child is Toto-chan. She's a little girl, very little girl, and She's at the train station and she's looking the street. The train has arrived to the station. The little girl is with her parents, and then she like steps down from the train, and then she looks like there's a person, I know, in a black coat and all that. It looks very keen and looking very sharp. And the little girl is like amused and looking at that sharp looking person, and she's like, "Oh wow, what's that?" And how how a child's innocence is described in that moment was like it changed me, man. I felt like how little kids, how do they view like world? And every child is different view of the world when they're little. Every child is a different view. It's like a clay that has not been molded into some shape, or a clay, waiting for it to be like sculpted into a like a proper shape or a structure or a rigidity that we have in our thoughts. When we grow up, all obviously, like when we are little, we don't judge that much, but when there are like biases coming up, and then there are like conditioning that occur, like affects us, conditioning, biases, prejudices and stereotypes, all this like affects our brain as we grow up. And the thing is, are you like the basic question, this book like answers most basic questions about yourself, that a child views like people and stuff around them with very naive eyes, with no judgment, with pure amusement and excitement. And this thing like just like fascinates me, that a child views world so differently, and when we grow up we are so rigid in our thoughts and ideas, if you know what I mean. Like we are very rigid, we have very opinions about stuff, we don't want to let go of stuff, right? And like we don't we are very sure of ourselves when we grow up. We were not so sure about ours, we were very like we were eager to learn when we were like little. I don't know, man, I was very eager to learn, sorry, earn. Now it's eager to earn, and it's not eager to learn, like it's a different thing now. Yeah. So she was like very excited child when Toto Chan was a very excited child when she was like a choti bachi. And then her parents were worried, like she would do stuff that normal child would not do. Her attention span was like very very less, and she was very amazed by what were people doing. you know Teacher would teach and she would like just look out the window, look out what people are doing, like selling stuff, or it's very amusing to look at that way, look at stuff and not judging it and not having biases about it, and looking with pure like I'm I cannot describe that word even, man. You see someone, and when I was a little like when I was small, when I was little. So when I was very young and I was growing up, I always thought, oh, it would be very nice to be an astronaut. Oh, it would be very nice to be like an author. It would be very nice to be like like a singer or something, like a dancer or something like that. But I didn't know that reality was going to hit me really hard, man. I didn't know the country was ambitionless, and the people who took risk and ambitions were giving up on their financial like stuff. It's like leap of faith, and only who were born and bred in that would do that stuff. And then now we are here, like in 2025, where creativity is like absolutely done for. Like I would say, not absolutely done for, but yeah, every like most of the things, the content that we consume is such artificial content. Like Just cannot tell. And I'm not even comparing, like, I'm not saying that earlier days were good or we are living in a bad time. No, we're not living in a bad time. But the thing is that viewpoints have changed of people. People just get, get angry very, very quickly. People get angry very quickly, man. People want to hear what they want to hear and not what is right. Yeah, yeah, let me not get deep and let me talk about the book, because the book also has a deeper meaning of a child's mind and how does it think, and how like how a child is with others. So yeah, so the girl was not doing well in her class. She was looking here and there, and she was really disinterested in studies and all that. So like parents thought, oh my God, what is our daughter going to do when she grows up? They were like that. And they said, oh, like, let's enroll her into a new school. And then comes Sasuko Kobayashi. Sasuke Kobayashi was a principal of Tamoe. The name of the school was Tamoe, and let me tell you how the school was built, okay? Let me just tell you how the school was built, and let me open some drawer. Okay, and how this school has, like, this school exists no more, by the way. Sad, sad, really sad. This school does not exist anymore. It has been wiped out. There's some mall over there. But let me tell you, like, okay, let me screen share. Let me screen share. Let me screen share. Okay, let me just like delete this. Delete. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to screen share you. Screen share, screen share, screen share. I'm sorry, just like wait a second, hold on a second. Just दोस्तों है ना? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for being with me, दोस्तों. Just yeah. Let me just bring myself like yeah, and my chat box, which does not exist. I don't know why do I have a chat box. Yeah. Okay, wait a second. Let me just like comment here. Hi. Hey, Kushar. Hello, hello here, Kushar. What's up? Love to Kushar, bhai. My brother Kushar. What's up, bro? Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the channel. So, yeah, let me just draw it out for you. So, this is how it is in my mind. Still, this is how it is in my mind, right? Right, right. Let's go. Guys, I think you should be able to see my screen. Yeah. Just cut it off. Yeah. So, listen up. Uh, how did Tamoy look? How it is described in the like in this place? So, see, this is like entrance of the school. This is entrance, and then there's rail ki patri. Yeah, there's rail ki patri over there. Yeah, some like I don't know how far it is. It is never told. And this is an entrance, and this is like the area of the school. And let's go. And then there is school, and you would expect school, but it was not a school, it was a train. They studied in a train. How exciting that is. Kobayashi, Sasuke Kobayashi, let's call him Kobayashi. Kobayashi was the principal and the owner of school called as Tamoe. So Toto-chan studied at Tamoe, and if you look at that, they were trains like this, trains, just like this. Yeah, let's draw it like this. There were trains, and they would study in this, and there were classes in this, like class this A, B, three sections, and like yeah, this is how they would study. Tamoy, this was Tamoy. And then There's like one very high place where people would sit. There was a tree, a huge ass tree. Dung, 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 dung. I don't know. And then yeah. So, and they said like way, and it was way above, like it was on some high up area. This was Tamoy. This was Tamoy. So yeah. So what would happen is that this train was actually not in working condition. That and like I always would thought like, oh my god, is it a working train? And then like after a few chapters, it told like it was not a working train, but it was a train that was unused, or like I don't know, something happened to the train and it was not in use. So Kobayashi, just called in the help, and then he got all the setup done, and and then teachers would come in, and they had proper like windows of trains and all that, juku juku juku, all train vehicles, yeah, all that. तो उनके पास ये सब था भाइयों, प्रॉपर ट्रेन्स में वो लोग की क्लासेस लगती थी। और फिर एंड एंड द इट वाज रियली अमेजिंग, एंड ऑथर वुड समटाइम्स फील लाइक, ओ माय गॉड, व्हाई डज that, if imagine if trains were moving, like imagine telling your friends, you had a train for a classroom. Oh, that's amazing. And then Kobayashi was such a visionary that he was a very visionary, and I don't know, a very good person. Kobayashi, the principal, was a very good person. I don't know, I never had that principal man in my life. But yeah, he was a visionary, loving, caring principal. A principal that loved to, grow imagination, make kids remember their childhood, make kids more aligned to their dreams, make kids, do stuff in real life, and there were khet over here, like piche, farms and all that, and they had, it was a very big campus. Now there's a mall over there, but and also spoiler alert, it all got destroyed due to war. Japan lost World War II, and then yeah, everything was done, and the bomb, Nagasaki and Hiroshima were bombed, so they had to move in. So they lived very far away from here. When the bomb dropped in Nagasaki, yeah, they were near Nagasaki, so yeah, everything was destroyed. The school was destroyed. It was bombed and all that. Yeah, man, it was sad, but yeah. Um, yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah, let me just add my brave. Okay, okay. Now, yeah, yo, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kushar, man, thank you for being here, bro. Thank you so much, man. It feels good, bro, that you're here. I'm happy that at least one person is there, man. I'm happy, man. Nobody even shows up, so next time I'll try to stream near this time. But yeah, so yeah, so that was the Tamoy school, and it got destroyed due to war. War crimes are never like never discussed, and yeah. So it is an amazing book. I would recommend you to read the book. I'm sorry I've given you some spoilers, but no, most of the book is amazing. They have so many adventures together, the little child, and she explains, you know, like what are the fun elements of, uh, being being a child? What are the fun elements of, thinking differently? What are the fun elements of, shaping a child's mind into something that is very ambitious, something that is very different from the others? So yeah, this is my stream, man. I cannot tell you a lot about this book, man. Like I genuinely I do want you to read this book, and I would want you to read the Hindi version of this book. I never say that, but yeah, Hindi version is an amazing version, and it is a direct, like, it's a direct transcription from that. And yeah, I would like you to read this book. Yeah, that's it. That's for my review, and this was my live, दोस्तों, है ना? And like after this, uh, I don't know, I'm thinking to make more of this content, दोस्तों बुक रिव्यू आया करेंगे। अब मुझे जानना है कि मुझे बुक रिव्यू हिंदी में करना है कि इंग्लिश में करना है भाइयों। एंड कि मिक्स इंग्लिश करे, है ना? क्या बोलते हो? मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि बुक रिव्यू तो हो गया है, था गेम भी खेला जाए। गेम, लाइक, रियल गुड, लाइक गेम वगैरह खेला जाए दोस्तों। बुक रिव्यूज आएंगे इस चैनल पे अब, और गेम शायद एक आध बार सेटअप करूँ तो गेम भी खेला जाएगा भाइयों। एंड व्हाट नेक्स्ट? हाँ भाइयों, नॉर्मल रिएक्शन तो होते रहेगा दोस्तों, सौरभ जोशी वैसा जो कंटेंट वो तो होता रहेगा। वो कंटेंट तो ऐसे बनाते ही हैं यार मैन। पर लाइक आई वांट इंटरनेट टू नो माय पर्सनालिटी मैन। लाइक on a serious note, like I want to express myself to the world, and I really want to know me what I am, and not freaking entertainer man, not a caricature of some internet clowning, you know। मैं हूँ, मतलब मैं बनाऊंगा यार, मतलब बनाऊंगा मैं वीडियो ऑब्वियसली, उस टाइप की वीडियो जिसमें रिएक्शन दे रहा हूँ, है ना? जिसमें थोड़ा अपना कॉन्सेप्ट जो वो नहीं होता है वो इंटीग्रेट करूंगा, लेकिन बात ये भी कि आप कितना टॉम फूलरी कर लोगे दोस्तों इंटरनेट पे। आप कितना ही टॉम फूलरी फूलरी कर लोगे, आप कितना ही मजाक मस्ती कर लोगे। लाइक यू हैव टू ऑल्सो पुट ऑन द इंटरनेट द your different sides, right? You put on the internet, like, what you feel and what you really are, aside from, this side, like your fun side. This is also fun side. Reading book is a fun activity, man. And it has been declined. Like reading book is on a freaking decline, and people only read books. Like, I don't know. See, most of the people don't read books these days. Gen Zs don't. I'm not making a statement for all of the Gen Zs, but most of the people are not reading books on a very regular basis. Kids are not reading books, and yeah, we should read more books. हमें किताबों को और पढ़ना चाहिए। किताबों को से मेरा मतलब है अच्छा लिटरेचर पढ़ना चाहिए, समझ रहे हो? अच्छा लिटरेचर भाइयों, मतलब रीडिंग बुक इज अ गुड एक्टिविटी, एवरीवन शुड डू इट। या और मेरे को लगता है मुझे और बुक रिव्यू डालने चाहिए, शायद हर मंडे तो नहीं होऊंगा भाई, आई एम नॉट सो स्पेसिफिक अबाउट माई स्टफ दैट आई डू। पर एक बुक रिव्यू आया करेगा मेरा, है ना? मेरा एक बुक रिव्यू आया करेगा मंथ में, शायद एक मंथ में एक दो बार तीन बार तो डालूंगा जरूर, ऑब्वियसली, बिकॉज इट टेक टाइम्स टू रीड book. आई एम अ really fast reader, but yeah, it takes time to, give a book review, and not everybody comes up or shows up, but I'm doing it for myself, and like imprinting myself onto the world, and this is what I'm here for. I'll also be discussing J Krishnamurti on this channel. Yeah, and it's not a book review. J Krishnamurti is not a book thing. J Krishnamurti, I would do a J Krishnamurti book review, not a book review, like chapters. Like one chapter would take such a long freaking time, man. Yeah, I would do J Krishnamurti also. Next book is a very interesting book, as it's a very interesting book that I'm going to do. And CB is the name of the author. I think most of you would guess it. And yeah, also guys, uh, tomorrow is going to be Tomfoolery Tuesday. Yeah, Tomfoolery Tuesday, dosto, and probably gonna react to like new Mr. Joshi videos and Alan Chaudhary and all that, brain rot stuff. Yeah. So this is my first try to be putting out the book review. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry for any uh, anything you didn't like. You could just share with me in the comments. And I just want like interaction with you guys. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye.